Konnichiwa Intelligence, welcome to another just VR gaming presentation with your boy Uncle Integer. This time with a special and a first, I suppose, for this channel, in that we have an advanced viewing of a game releasing on March the 13th. It's March the 8th now, a little bit late on this, as my watch goes off and does noises, of course, because it's perfect time for such a thing. And this game is, or early access is courtesy of JF Games. The publisher in this case is Abinico Gameworks, and the developer is Leonard Mentiali, which I probably pronounced all of those things wrong. Known for Trek to Yomi. Might know that one. Flat game. I think this is his first VR game. So this is episode 1. The game is called Path of Fury. Episode 1, Tetsuo's Tower. I'm gonna double check I got all the information right here. I had this open. I got my email here as well to make sure I'm kind of getting the things right. Where are you? There you are. Yeah, Path of Fury, Episode 1, Tetsuo's Tower. So I imagine there'll be 2 or 3 more episodes. So yeah, again, 13th of March is launches. Let's check it out. I can only show you the first 2 levels before the 13th. So I got to remember to not be playing once that happens. Hopefully we don't have too much of a good time and not realize it. Now, apparently I've been told by my contact that I should be able to know exactly when we've hit our limit of level 2. We're gonna have to start with the flashback tutorial, because once that tutorial hits off, you kind of get this here, like a kind of intel map, this center things. So looks like it defaults to standard. I think this button was for the menu, which is the top button here. Make sure I'm all centrally nice. I'll go to the menu there. I got the menu. I guess this is the menu. So we're kind of, there we go. That's the Easter egg there to the original game that is most famous for Leonard. Again, forgive me for pronunciations being poor. And can we punch this? This is just a thing here. It's 12, was it AM maybe? Can reset our progress right here, which might be handy. There's a dummy here. Oh, so I have to hold down to turn around here. Can we practice with this? Wooden dummy score. I guess they got to be in a kind of mode for that. And now we're going through. We can see our, looks like our health here. Looks like the level information is on here as well. So that's useful. I haven't made any progress, but we can reset. And if you guys want to scan this QR code, there you go. Oh look. Cheetah easy story mode, hard story mode, very hard story mode. Interesting. Riot, civil unrest, the eternal castle, neo dusk, ladies. So yeah. Now I'm a bit away from the mic there, so hopefully that's okay. I just don't want it to be clipping. And this looks like all of our targets, all of our marks. Tetsuo's the head guy. Got Mendoza there, twins, cultists, shadow, chief of police, junkies, yakuza, dealers, rebels, random, rebel cop, police, crazies, club owner, staff, bouncers, thugs. This game's all about the thug life, you know? Alright, so see my central position is good here. Beautiful. Now you might see my head clipped off in the thingy because it's kind of better to use the what do you call it here than the actual thingy. We might change it. There's interesting that's showing it, but I think we'll leave it actually. All right, let's get into resetting the thing here. Then back around. So we started here when I started the game to test out. This is where you start with.
你以為呢個係
I
遊
think this
戲
is a
啊？
game you got no idea who
你
you're
知唔知
messing
你
with.
玩緊火啊？
Didn't get any vibration in it.
就算你打我都冇用，你永遠揾唔到佢。
You'll never
喺
find
呢個
him
不
in Sleepless
時
Sea.
你
And
要
you
揾
chase the
佢
shadows.
賺晒嘅啫。
Whoosh. I want some vibration on that though, man.
你以為你揾到佢
Why the
就可以
f you
改變
think you
之前
find
佢
him
對你
or
做
undo
過嘅嘢咩？
or spin? Bitch.
好，
Alright. You want to
你
dig
想
your
自
own
掘
grave?
墳墓
Be my
隨
guest.
便你。你想揾嘅人
What
喺
you're
龍
looking
塔
for
頂部，
is secluded
就
on
算
the
你想
top floor
揾
of
佢，
Dragon
你
Tower.
都冇咁嘅機會。
If you want to get in, you stand no
嗱嗱聲
chance.
放我
And
走
set
啦！
me free. I talked.
我乜都講晒㗎啦。
Huh? How am I supposed to get down there? Ow! Okay, right there. I can go right. Ow. Banging things more than ever. Oh my god. Alright, right there. That's not good. No, that's not good.
趁地諗啦你！哎呀！
Block. Cable's in the way. Block. Oh, so every time we get wrong angle. We've got to hit these spots. I'm gonna have to. His face is getting blooded up. This is gonna make you sweat, I'll tell you that now. I'm gonna have to get rid of the cable though. Or put it behind me or something. That's not gonna work either. Oh, bye-bye. Sayonara. I have to lose the battery cable thing. Alright, so we had that guy to get intel. He didn't want to play along. He got free air travel instead. Whew. Alright, so I wonder if we need a little bit more refinement in like the. So can you actually move in this? I'll have to see. Let's just continue and we'll find out what. I can't see where the options are if there's any. I think it says accessibility, but I haven't found it yet. Mystery waits from the shadows of 1,000 repetitive strikes. Tetsuo is at the very top of the deadly fortress, the Dragon Tower. There's only one way to reach him. Strike your way through. We're ready. I don't know what level we're on. Yeah, what? Level 2 already. Oh, level 1. Oh.
諗都咪諗啊，行開！
Oh, you just get straight into fights. You don't really move. You don't move in this.
感受下痛楚啦！
Oh, let's see. Oh. Straight up a punch up.
彈開！
Bitches. Oh, they got owned.
名單冇你個名，我主啦。
Ouch. Wow.
"一齊冷靜下先啦！
Good voices. Okay. There one. So it's literally, you literally just have to get to punch where they show you. I forget to put my fist Works without you even closing your fist. I don't know if that's a good thing. Oh, I thought it was getting punched by a chick then. Get vibration on the swings at least
你
and
啱啱冇
punches
做咩俾
now.
人砌啊？
Just good. Damn. That hit me? This guy's mask. Bitch. Next. Oh, look at this guy. Ow. Masked up.
邊聽過俾條撚樣入嚟，嗱嗱聲同我搞掂佢，踢佢走啦！
I didn't read that at all. Ow!
想死啊，老友！
Whoa.
我會拆你棚骨。
Can't even reach that guy. Ow. Man, this is tiring. I'm sweaty as heck. I'll pick that up. It's really weird that you can't move yourself. That you just can only turn around and fixed. And it's like, you know, I wasn't expecting that.
所以就係
Just
咁
say
啊！
on rails, but still.
好，等我話你知，
Tell me,
你揀錯人啦！
Target. My
你
brain
以為
stood
你可以
out.
對得我？哼，冇可能嘅！
Oh shit. He's massive. Oh man. Jeez. Ow. That should not have counted as a hit. What the hell? Whoa. Jeez. That's still level 1. Final grade C. You died in the club. I tell you, this is the most sweaty game I've played ever. Oh my god. So. Oh man. I have to say it's a little bit it's a little bit more simplistic than I expected. But maybe that's reflected in the kind of friendly price point, I suppose. I'm a little bit thrown aback that you don't move. But I think I did mention in our list of games video that it's on rails. I'm not sure whether that makes it good or not, or whether everybody will like that. The fact that you don't move around, you're not really gonna have much interaction outside of fighting because you can't move around other than turn around. Your movement is fixed. The way you can punch is pretty much dictated. You have to just punch the areas that are marked. It does kind of make it feel a bit like almost like a demo. I'm not sure if the blocking is always tracking as well, to be honest with you. Feels like some of my blocks aren't registering. It's definitely, it reminds me a bit of like, is it Sifu? The one where every time you get beaten up, you get older, but in VR, but with less mechanics and on rails. Which isn't a terrible thing. It's just that you've got to probably be very prepared that this is what you're going to be getting in the game, right? This is the game. So what do we start from the beginning now again? Yeah, so we start from the beginning each time, which again, not fantastic. Oh, maybe we don't start from the beginning because we've got that picture. So I guess we could, if we want to refight the people, maybe. Well, let's see if we have to start from the beginning again. How do I get past this? So that's your pause. No, did I pause and... What? Yeah, so you start from the beginning again. I can't explore any of this place. It's a little disappointing, right? It's a little bit just like simplistic. That's not to say that it's necessarily because that means it's easy. But I don't know. See that shouldn't that be a block? That should be a block. Why is that not registering as blocks? You know, so that feels like it needs some refining, maybe. Or I'm just rubbish at the game. But it's certainly good for a workout. I'm sweating more than I've ever done in any game. I'm sure I'm gonna get my full calorie burn for the day on the watch, for sure. Because this is literally legit shadow boxing. Maybe on your boxing game you'd be doing more shadow boxing than this. And you're gonna make sure you need space as well, because it doesn't warn you about that. You could really mash up yourself. He's got a bottle in his hand. My health is getting depleted big time. I think I did get to punch where I wanted to there, but let's see. Oh my god. And it's too far away. So I'm going to hit my table and stuff so the positioning feels off. Like it doesn't feel like it's... It feels like a... It feels like a room scale game. Almost. I'm not going outside my area just to reach these guys. Guess you've got to push forward for your blocks, otherwise it really doesn't count. Let's try and do this right this time. We've got these guys first. Because sometimes you can punch in different places and it still counts. So the boss guy's tough because he does loads of attacks in a row.
你玩完啦！
Too far away, distance-wise, because I'm gonna have to push forward a lot.
所
How
以
much
就
health
係
do I
咁啦
have?。3.6, what that means.
好，等我話你知，你揀錯人啦！你以為你可以對得我？哼，冇可能㗎！
Ow, what the hell? I'm just gonna keep... Oh. Just keep putting your hands forward. Sometimes it goes right through your block. Why am I pausing? Oh, come on. Come on, dude, I'm blocking. Oh, my cable. Shit. That's for me not having the thingy in. Ugh. Man, now I gotta start over again. Dude. The sweat is insane, and I got neighbors with windows and lights on watching me punch mid-air. That's great, isn't it? Ugh. Would've been nice if you had some upgrades or something, man. I guess you're fighting for your chick or something? Is that a picture of you or your chick? Same amount of time, same result. Ugh. I feel like the blocking's not 100% right. To me. Sometimes they just punch through you. The distance in between you and them as well doesn't always feel on point. I think the game needs more options and more features. Maybe. Especially for people that aren't as good. Like me, maybe. More interactions would be good. What happens if I just, like... What does that do? Oh, it just changes the information. Alright. But then... What's that got to do with the bouncers? Let's say. That's confusing. Because it's not a bouncer, it's just a wooden thingy. That's really strange. Did it change the position maybe of the punches that you have to do? It's too close to my area. So I'm saying that's too far away. But I don't feel like this. I feel like, is this a room scale game? Let me see. It does say you should be standing. It says standing only. It doesn't make you feel sick. That's true. You're not going to get sick of this because you can't move freely. No one else. But it feels almost like a rune scale. Because sometimes you're not getting, you can't get into position. Yeah, there's a few little issues with this. Oh, where did that come from? Now I've got data that wasn't there before. But yeah, it feels a bit room scale because I can't. But now I'm hitting the walls in my environment. Right, and then this is kind of weird how it's really bent out of shape if you're not looking forward. I haven't seen a game do something like that aggressively. Yeah, that will go really far. Oh god. I've never hit the environment as bad as this game. I feel like there's something off about the way it's setting up its environment. I've never like smashed myself so badly like this. Alright, so give it one more go. But I'm struggling to get past this guy. And I'm struggling with the distancing. I'm a bit concerned about hitting things. It feels like it's a real room scale game to me, even though it doesn't explicitly say it. You do have to stand up with it. It definitely gives you a workout. It definitely has good visual vibe and atmosphere, but I wish that you could have more interaction. I wish you could actually move. If this game adds movement, as in being able to move, rather than moving your body, it would, because this feels like it would be more doable if you had a full-blown room to play in. I got limited space. It doesn't explicitly say room scale. It feels a bit room scale to me. Like you want to be beyond 2 meters by 2 meters for this. And like I said, obviously you have to stand, but you can't move. It's on rails. I think if it had movement, interaction with the environment would be very cool as well. I mean, and maybe if it was more based on watching the movement of the enemy rather than being told where you have to hit them, that'd be better than like this kind of like, you have to punch here now and then punch here and punch here and punch here. And then sometimes when you're getting 3 enemies or what have you, they're too far distance spread for the small environment that I'm working in, that you have to move further than you have to when it's like 1 enemy in front of you. So that's off as well, at least from my experience. So just giving honest feedback. You know, for me, it's a bit basic, but it's fantastic for a workout. It's probably more better than just punching like, you know, some thingy. Yeah, but it really does a couple more tweaks. Oh, look at the cat, that's nice. You see, you can't even get time to look at the environments and really kind of like interact with things. As cool as things are, because it's kind of just like, yeah, can I just punch this guy in the face instead of listening to that? Right, so this guy's not going to die because I'm not punching him in the right spot. Or is he going to? Because a punch to the face is more effective than a punch to the stomach in most cases. So this guy's infinite strength unless I punch him where it tells me to punch him. Might because we're in tutorial. Let's see if in the non-tutorial area it changes that. I think this is a tutorial area. Right, so next guy should be punch where you want, right? For the most part. Is he blocking that or something? I guess he's blocking that. Looks like you really have to punch where they tell you to punch it. So you could see it as you're doing a puzzle almost, like how to get through the first few guys without taking damage. You get such a small window to punch afterwards. Like sometimes if it doesn't register your blocks, I don't know. I would make some tweaks to this and maybe try and add a little bit more to it. I think the price will probably make it more palatable in terms of what is actually here. But I feel like for some people it might not be enough. Like, dare I say, some people might feel like this is almost like a demo or a I don't want to say early access because it mostly works. I'm not sure about the block, but I say that in terms of like feels a bit thin in features, and some of the stuff feels a little bit like it needs some tweaking in terms of the technical aspect of how close I am to hitting my environments and how the block sometimes doesn't seem to work, which isn't great, and how likely you are to smash your environment with this game. So I can't even reach it. Clearly.
一齊冷靜下先啦。
I'm sweating like a nutcase though. Oh, come on. Man, the sweat. Jeez. Hope the neighbors are enjoying the shot. Now I'm taking hits I can't afford to take. I think as well,
嚇邊撚個？
I can only play up to level 2. I don't even think I can get to level 2.
踢佢走啦！
I don't think I can get to level 2. I'm taking too much damage early on. I don't feel like my blocks are always registering.
感受下痛楚啦。
These guys are sitting back watching until their friend gets beaten up and like, okay,
彈開，
I'll turn. That guy there, I cannot reach him. Now I'm gonna get messed up. What? Look how far I've got to go for this guy. All of a sudden. And I'm actually at worse health than last time.
所以就係咁啦嚇。
The visuals are really cool. I just wish that you had more time
等
to
我話你知，你
take them in
你揀
and you
錯
had
人
more
啦！
interaction with them.
你以為你可以對得
But
我？
you're so focused on not getting
冇可能
smashed.
㗎！
You don't even get a chance to look at them. Oh, come on. Look at this bullshit, man. I punched him and it didn't do anything. Oh. I feel like I'm too close to him. Like he's just right in my... I can't even block his punches because he's right into me. And then sometimes you block and it registers as a punch. So that means that you can't get your swing now. Which is pretty crazy. But again, maybe it's me. Oh, look, here we go. Why is that a hit? Why are some of these hits? Look at this guy's health. I'm punching him super hard. Now I can't punch because he gets to swing at me. I've got to block 1,000,000 of his attacks. Jeez. 0.6 health. Oh my god. Jeez. The workout is real. So this must be level 1. So I can do one more. Elevator button behind you. So again, you only get snap turns. Which, you know, I think it's would have been a lot cooler if you could actually control a lot more of you. I thought the tower would be, oh, I guess we're making our way to the tower, which is over there. Yeah, so this kind of, it looks like it reminds me of like a PlayStation 1 VR, like if it was a PlayStation 1 VR game. You got this kind of low-res textures vibe, and it works well for it. That part's good, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just some of the blocks don't feel like they're registering. Sometimes there's too many enemies you can't reach in your environment. It definitely works you out. I would like a bit more vibration. It is there, but sometimes I'm not noticing it for some reason. The atmosphere is on point. I wish you could control movement and where you punch and like have a bit more less guided and more dynamic, and then you could explore the environment and things like that, nature. Just wish there was a bit more to it, you know, but for the price maybe it's about right. There's a guy coming up behind me. Oh. Man, Sweat.
Остановить меня!
See, it's registered as 2 hits, even though I did 1 swing. Man! Sweat! Jeez! Jeez. So many dudes. Is that police? Oh, look how close they went into me. Went right into my body. It was like melding with me there for a second. Oh, it's a police officer. Look at this guy. Bent police. You saw that on the wall and the posters with the pictures on it. Polaroids. We're being up police now. Shit, what the hell? More police. That wasn't the wrong angle, that was bullshit. I had that. Oh gosh. Oh, shit, wrong way. You can even interrupt their attack if you get the right angle early. I don't know if that's intentional or what, but you can. So maybe the trick with blocking is you really have to put your hand right forward into attack, but if it's in your body it doesn't register. Too far away, you're gonna hit the table. Gee, can you block that kick? It's the boss. Time for a real fight. Oh god. Time for a real sweat. Oh jeez. I blocked that. Jeez. Guess we're working mostly on his stomach. Oh, come on, that should have blocked. What? Oh. Ugh. I used to think I was fit. He keeps thinking I'm trying to hit when it says 2 weak, which I'm not trying to hit, I'm trying to block. So you end up losing your attacks, and you have to start the whole process over again, so it takes forever. Oh my god. Ugh. And I think that's all I can show you. That's level 2. Ugh. I'll give you a very five minutes. Feels like I've been playing for hours. I'm still sweating so bad. Plus 2 health, current health 2x times 2. Let me see, was I on lower health then? Question is, do you start from the... I can't really show you guys anymore actually, so... There you go, I can only play up to 2. But... There you go. That's what I can do for... I don't know if it's saved or not now. or if you start from the beginning again, but that's what I can do to the 13th of March. So I'm gonna give you guys my final kind of review of things. So how do I like? I don't want to get in any kind of trouble by going past the read. This is level 3. I can't do anymore. So it should be a menu for hold. Let's see. Is there accessibility options they mentioned? There's a timer, whatever that means. Music on or off. I thought they said there was some accessibility options somewhere. Not my IRL environment. How do I go back to the menu? Why? Back up in menu. Here we go. Cool. Alright, oh, see, okay, right. There's an endless mode unlocked now. White Tiger Kun, which can become an endless mode, I guess. And so now you can continue from here. It looks like you have stuff from the beginning, which is good. And our wall is increased here. It's like even stuff like this, if they had upgrades, it would make it more like relevant. But it kind of doesn't make any sense, that kind of feature, because it doesn't do anything. It just shows you like, you know, you get vibration on this though, at least, which is nice. I guess as soon as you fail, it just stops. It's just really hard to position yourself with this. Yeah, so that's really weird. Each kind of class you pick, or if you want to say class character, is a score based on you hitting this, but it's like, I don't know if that's based on how the enemy fights. And it just disappears afterwards, even the score you had previous. So it's like, it's kind of a pointless feature in my opinion. Right? It doesn't, you can't upgrade with it, and it's just like, it doesn't do anything. Can I pick up the dice maybe? So you can't. What happened? Tell me I didn't just reset. I didn't touch the reset button. Okay. Phew. I went to collect dice and it just like started me in the game. And you got the little cheats there as well if it's a bit too hard for you, I guess. And I'm banging into a wall. Unlock all. You got some cheats there for you guys. End up grabbing this. I'm not sure what this symbolizes, other than punches. And you got the timer thing here. So if I tap this or touch this, I started the level I was last, right? And you got this timer here. Now, I'm gonna play it. I'm just gonna see. Does this let you pick which way you go? Some kind of map, maybe? Or it's just that one way. I think you could pick where you go this way. Anyway. I guess that timer is like a timer for like, I don't even know what that is. Focus timer? I don't know, exercise timer or something? And then you got this basement that we've already been in, maybe? No, this is a new thing. I suppose I can't show this. Just an endless mode thing. This would be your full-blown workout mode. Someone's got teeth. Ouch. Why is he like a zombie? His teeth look really messed up. It's quite dark in here to see. Alright, you get the idea. Alright. Yeah. Okay. So that is that's the preview of our early access into this game here. My thoughts are, pretty much said my thoughts already. I think this is fantastic. for workout. I don't think I've ever sweat this bad in a VR game ever. I feel like I'm gonna have to take a bath again. So it's probably good for burning calories. Yeah, my calories has gone up. Burned calories has gone up. You have to understand what it is. At least in this current form, it is a on rails puncher. Kind of like I won't say quick time event, but you obviously are punching things. You have to be punching where they say you have to push your arms towards the attack to block it. Sometimes, in my opinion, at least when I'm playing it, it doesn't feel like it's always registering those blocks. But as you play it more and more, you'll get better at the blocking, I'd say. I got better at the blocking as I played, and so it makes it look doable. That you can probably complete the whole thing. I don't know how much levels there are in total. That was 2 levels. We almost filled up the entire board. So it could be a third to half of the game, maybe. Maybe 1/5 of it. It is... Did I mention the price? I forgot to mention the price, I think. It is £7, so it'd be like £7 or $8, I think it is. No, $10 it says here. $10. And in the UK, it's £8. It's $10, £8. You can decide based on what you've seen whether you think that's enough for you or not. I think for me, I would like a little bit more. I like the bones of what's there, except for the fact that it makes me sweat way too much. You have to bear in mind that you do have to stand up to play this game in its current form. This is obviously episode 1, so there'll be other episodes to build on what's already there. Hopefully to build in the features as well. But it is very focused in what it does. What it does is mostly done well. But if you want any more than what you've seen, you're probably going to be disappointed unless there's more that comes out on the 13th. But from what I can tell you, this is like the full episode game, and that. So what you're seeing is what you're getting, basically. Obviously, you'll get a better time because you'll be doing better than me. I'm obviously pretty bad, but yeah, it's hard to say because I don't know how much game there is, and if that's half the halfway point or if that's 1/5 of it or what have you. But then you have to decide, is that enough for you? It's kind of difficult taking the environments that look very cool and set the vibe really nicely. The voices are all good and everything like that. It's got kind of a PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2 polygon kind of low res feel to it, which is not a problem at all. It kind of adds to its vibe. That's what it's going for. So that's kind of pretty much nailed. It's definitely got like some kind of filter on it as well to kind of give it a bit more grainier feel. Some people don't like that and will probably want to turn that off, but I can't even find these accessibility options if they exist in there. I don't know where they are. So it's very low on options from what I can tell in there. Got some cool Easter egg things here and there in your kind of wake up area where you can change some of the put some things like cheat mode on and what have you, so you can get it done successfully more easily, I guess. It's not bad for from what I think is first VR effort. I just wish there was more to it. Like I said, more interactions. I wish you could actually move with the stick rather than having to move physically like this and then bang yourself. So you're going to want a decent amount of space in your environment to play this game in its current form. There is no interactions while you're fighting in the game from at least the first 2 levels that I've seen. It's very, very much focused on what it does, bare bones, and it does that thing pretty well overall. If that's enough for you, then this is a great pickup for the price, especially if there's maybe 2 to 3 times more of it at least, and you want to be playing the endless mode. If it's only half more, it might be a little bit still rich because they probably get finished pretty quickly. So you kind of have to want to be playing endless mode and hard modes if it takes, what was that? That was 10 or 15 minutes. So you could probably, if it's only half more, you're going to get this game done in less than like an hour. not including hard difficulties and endless modes. So if that's enough for you, then it's worth going for it. For me personally, I would want more, to be honest with you. I would want more for what's in there. I would want some kind of maybe upgrade system. I would want some free movement. I'd want to be able to choose where I was punching and be able to do the punching based on the enemy's kind of movements. So like if they're going to go swing like this, I would want it to count that I punch underneath because they're open on that side, almost like boxing, rather than like you got to wait for them to give you an indicator pretty much to hit. I also don't like the fact that when you're blocking, sometimes it's registering as a hit, but you have to kind of, from what I can tell, you have to move your block forward towards them, which sometimes registers as a hit. And because you can't move your body and you can't position your body and the distance is kind of fixed, other than if you actually move in your environment, it means that it causes a lot of issues. Because I mean, what you would typically do in that scenario then is you'd move back and then you'd move forward. But for me, in my environment, I'm going to end up doing myself a mischief. That's probably why there's a warning in the beginning about that. That's very prevalent, because if you haven't got an environment of space for this, I just banged myself on this area here and it could have been pretty bad. So it plays like a room scale game, even though it doesn't explicitly, from what I can tell, say it anywhere. It's a standing only. It's very simple compared to many of the things that you play. The price somewhat reflects that, but you're going to have to decide whether that's enough for you or not based on the things I already mentioned. So if you like what you see already, then obviously I'd recommend it for you in that way. But if you don't like what you see already, I don't think there's going to be much more than what you've seen so far. Whether episode 2 or 3, crank it up and add a little, if there's a 3, add more features, add more stuff to it. Like I would like to be more invested in it. Maybe even a little bit more to the story or the characters or something. I think that would make me more engaged. But as it is, it's kind of like a nice starting point that I would probably prefer as it is compared to the things I've played and play. Maybe at a lower price point for me. But like I said, that's just me. If you like what you saw and you want more of what you've seen, then you know what to do. I'll leave a link in the usual places. And thank you again to the developer and the team. Where's my email gone? Thank you again to JF Games. Appreciate, I suppose, working with you on this here. I hope I've done it justice and been fair and given an honest assessment. And to Abonico Gameworks and to Leonard Manchiari, well done on your first, what I think is your first VR game here. You know, it works for the most part, so it's pretty good, nice atmosphere, very good starting point. But it would be really awesome if you add more, especially in episode 2 or 3 or what have you, to really kind of enhance what you've already got here. I think it'd be really cool. So yeah, thanks for the opportunity to share this with you guys early. Thank you to them for allowing me to do so, and hopefully we all get what we want out of the, it's not really a sponsorship, you have to get paid for that, but out of the you know, I did get the key free, if you're wondering as well, so appreciate that. Yeah, sayonara gozaimasu, even though I think they're speaking Cantonese, so I don't know what was it Ching Ching or something, I don't know what he said for Chinese, so yeah.